Imagine this. You get a call that a global investor wants to hand you $5 million cash, but you have just 10 minutes to get to a specific street corner. Would you make it? You'd probably break every traffic law to get there. You'd forget about your laundry, your tiredness, your excuses. Now, what if I told you that you have a meeting every single day with someone who can actually deliver that wealth, but you keep missing it? His name was Marcus, and for years, Marcus treated his own potential like a forgotten contact in his phone. He had ambitions that burned bright when he was a kid. He wanted to build things, to travel, to be someone people remembered. But life had a way of smothering that flame. Every morning, he'd drag himself to a job that felt like a slow leak in a tire. He was trading his energy for just enough money to survive, but never enough to actually live. At night, he'd sink into the couch, scroll through videos of strangers celebrating victories, and feel a hollow ache. He'd think, once this project ends, I'll have time to focus on my idea. Or, after the holidays, I'll start working out, learning that skill, writing that book. He was a professional procrastinator, and his favorite phrase was, "I'll get to it when things calm down." But things never calmed down. The calendar pages flipped, and Marcus stayed exactly where he was, stuck in neutral while the world sped past him. One evening, after another soul-draining day, Marcus sat on his apartment steps, head bowed, feeling the weight of all those wasted years. An older man walking his dog paused nearby. He wasn't dressed fancy, but he had a stillness about him, like a mountain that had seen 1,000 storms. He nodded at Marcus and said, "You look like you're carrying a planet on your shoulders, son." Marcus let out a hollow laugh. "Feels like it. I'm running all day, but I'm getting nowhere. I want more, I know I can do more, but the day just evaporates. There's never enough time." The old man smiled, but it wasn't a mocking smile. It was the smile of someone who knew a secret. He pulled out a small, battered journal from his jacket. "Marcus," he said, "you've got the exact same inventory of hours as the CEO of the biggest company on earth. The difference isn't the clock, it's who owns the slots on your schedule." He opened the journal. It wasn't filled with grocery lists or dentist appointments. It had blocks of time labeled 4:30 a.m. the foundation hour, 7:00 p.m. skill acquisition, Saturday 6 a.m. long-term vision. The old man continued, his voice calm but firm. "You, Marcus, you're living on other people's deadlines. When your boss messages, you jump. When a friend invites you out, you drop everything. When the algorithm feeds you a video, you watch until your eyes hurt. You've given everyone else the keys to your day and left your own dreams waiting outside in the cold." Marcus sat there, letting the words soak in. It was like someone had finally explained the math problem he'd been getting wrong his whole life. The old man tapped his journal. "You aren't broke because you don't earn enough. You're broke because you never scheduled a meeting with the person you're supposed to become." That night, Marcus couldn't shake the old man's words. He walked into his small apartment, switched off the TV, and put his phone in a drawer. He found a blank sheet of paper and wrote in thick marker, 8:30 p.m., 9:30 p.m., blocked, future appointment. He taped it to the wall above his desk. The first week was brutal. His brain screamed for distraction. His body ached for the comfort of the couch. A voice inside whispered, "Just start tomorrow. This is pointless." But Marcus remembered the old man's calm eyes and the words sacred. He treated that 1 hour like a non-negotiable meeting with the most important person in the world, his future self. He didn't know exactly what he was building at first. He just showed up. He read. He practiced. He researched. He failed at small things and tried again. The hour felt like a grind, like laying bricks in the dark. But then, something shifted. The bricks started to form a foundation. The knowledge compounded. 1 hour became 50 hours. 50 hours of focused learning turned into a marketable skill. That skill turned into a small online project. The project started earning. And eventually, that small project became a business that gave Marcus back his mornings, his afternoons, his life. He hadn't just changed his schedule, he had changed his identity. He was no longer the guy waiting for his life to start. He was the guy who showed up for himself, no matter what. So let me ask you something. Look at your own calendar for tomorrow. Is there a single block of time that belongs only to your growth? Or is every slot given away to someone else's priorities? We tend to think that building an extraordinary life requires extraordinary luck or a huge inheritance. But it actually starts with something painfully simple and painfully difficult. 1 hour. Just 1 hour a day where you close the door on the world and open a door to your potential. 1 hour where you read, you build, you learn, you create. If you want to change your financial reality, you have to put it in the schedule. If it's not in the calendar, it's just a wish. Stop saying someday. Pick a time tonight. Write it down. Guard that time like a lion guards its cubs, because that hour isn't just time, it's the raw material of your future. And if you protect it, polish it, and use it well, that hour will eventually turn into everything you ever wanted. If this message connected with you, share it with someone who needs to hear it. Hit that like button to help more people find winds of thought. And in the comments below, write, "My time starts tonight." That's your declaration. That's your first brick. Subscribe for more stories that push you forward. I'll see you in the next video.